Crypto, just WTF is this price action. Honestly, stock futures in the USA again, ripping today, up 0.3%. Last time we checked, we'll look again in a few seconds. Crypto, on the other hand, on absolute life support. Most of the altcoins are down at the rope shop, stocking up, getting ready for the end, man. It's brutal. It's brutal. We're going to talk about what's going on here, what the charts are saying, where we're at right now. Let's get into it. So, answering your question second half of the stream, of course. Let's go. The vibe right now. Don't leave, babe. Rate cuts are coming. The end of QT, a trade deal with China. I don't know why the market's down. This is literally the vibe right now. Literally the vibe. Financial conditions are super loose. All the tailwinds are in place right now for risk taking in the market. Okay? All that stuff plus more. It's crazy. And yet, crypto is not looking too hot today. We'll talk about where we're at momentarily. President Trump says trade deal with China will be long lasting. Great. This is an interesting one. Fed's Logan discussed the possibility today of restarting asset purchases. This is the first time in years a Fed member has raised this prospect. Well, not precisely QE, emphasizing the size and timing of these reserve management purchases should not be mechanical. The approach is similar to QE in practice. Very, very interesting. Now, obviously, they need NQT first, which is December 1st. A few months after that, who knows what could happen. New Fed chief coming in May, which I know sounds like a time that's just infinitely far away, the way the market's been behaving recently. But when that new Fed chief comes in, that dude's cutting rates to like 1%. Okay? It's going to be crazy. And then if you start asset repurchases, my, oh my, it'll be crazy. Psychedelic with this one. It says, bros, bear markets don't start on the precipice of global liquidity expansion. Right now, we have the most favorable macro environment we've had in years. TGA sitting at $1 trillion. We've talked about that. As soon as the government opens back up, it's probably the catalyst to send markets moving higher. It's always darkest before the dawn, okay? Or it's always darkest before like absolute pitch black nothingness and the void for eternity. One or the other, you know. Japanese yen stimulus, $100 billion. People's Bank of China, 900 billion yuan, 50 billion injected by the Fed into the repo markets on Friday. This entire cycle is built on liquidity restrictive environment, which is why BTC's only made new highs. This has happened via adoption and acceptance. Crypto's vehicle liquidity, we've not had it yet. This is why the cycle is delayed, because the business cycle has been delayed. We've talked about this so many times. The business cycle, the ISM PMI is under fucking 50 still. When that starts breaking out, that's when things probably start getting really exciting in the market. Okay. Right now, the sentiment, gosh damn it. Beatings will continue until liquidity improves. Okay. It's probably not much else to it, unfortunately. Sentiment is absolutely terrible in the market right now. Bitcoin and majors have been really chopping. We'll look at those charts in a second. It has been wild. Stocks are ripping due to the AI boom and productivity streamlining. It's only the top 20 pulling up the remainder of the other stocks. So do we have the Russell 2000 breaking out? We've been talking about that more. Gold has been booming due to global uncertainty wars and trade wars, which is now resolved and why it's topped. Crypto's riskiest asset class requires positive liquidity, reaches potential at this stage, which is why it's not moving yet. Liquidity is coming to the system, and it's coming in droves. It's literally inevitable. It has to, otherwise the world goes bankrupt. If you are calling for a bear market, or you think the bear market starts here, you need to understand the liquidity situation within the macroeconomic environment. It's only thing that matters to crypto. Bear markets start when inflation gets out of control, interest rates rise, which destroys borrowing and growth, which destroys liquidity, and the balance sheet of the economy is lowered. It's the total opposite situation to where we are right now. It really is. It really is, man. It's the exact opposite to where we are right now. Lark, your financial advice sucks. It's a good thing we don't give out financial advice here. I'm just losing my own money over here, guys. Don't worry. Continuing. It's interesting. It really is interesting. So many positive catalysts right now. Crypto is not moving. Okay. Very much. Well, it is moving, but in the wrong direction. Gumshoe. No one knows what the F is going to happen. Stop waiting for some profile picture to tell you what you should do. Be a man. Take the wheel for once. If you're sad and bearish, sell everything and have the resolve to see it through. It's true. That's the great thing about markets. If you want to be here, you can be here. Okay? If you don't want to be here, don't be here. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. People don't realize, like, man, if you're losing your fucking mind and you can't take the pressure and the stress of being invested in crypto, you can buy bonds. You can buy the S&P 500 and just enjoy your life, man. But if you are going to stick around in this fucking crazy ass asset class where you want the upside volatility, you have to deal with the pain, because it comes all the time. It's constant. And over the last few years, we've had very small areas of outperformance. The broad market has done very poorly price-wise for the most part. I know some things have gone up very well. That's a different conversation. But most of the market, most participants in the market have not had a good chance to win. Look at the stock market right now. A lot of people are winning, and it feels good. It's a bit frothy, and we can have concerns about that, especially considering some of the charts in the stock market right now. But okay, you know what? Earnings are keeping up, and even some of the biggest names in the world are saying, like, yeah, it's a bubble's forming up here, but it ain't close to popping yet. Anyway, continuing. Here's an interesting one from Seth Golden. Here comes the boom. The S&P 500 is up 22.8% from May to October. Is the best since 1942, and the S&P 500 has gained more than 10% between May and October. November and December, it has risen 12 out of 12 times by a median of 6.3%. Strength during seasonally weak periods has been followed by more gains during seasonally favorable periods. Okay? In some normal universe, that would mean crypto would probably do good things too. Look at this. Stock futures up 0.3% today. We're cooking, baby. If you got stocks. I should have bought more stocks in April. I bought a lot of stocks. Should have sold a lot more altcoins. Bought a lot more stocks. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. I know what you're thinking. Lark, I'm running out of it is what it is, man. I know. Just remember, if it wouldn't have shut down, it would have timed it for the birthday of the Bitcoin white paper. Man, as soon as that government shutdown ends, they're going to start bringing they can drain the Treasury General account, which is got $1 trillion in it right now. Hundreds of billions will flow back to all these smaller banks. And we're going to see a lot of liquidity enter the system in that scenario. The NASDAQ 100 hit a new high on Wednesday. Since then has not. Remember, even a 50-day EMA retest be a 4.5% move down, which is absolutely nothing dramatic for the index. But if that happens, crypto is probably not going to love it. Matthew Highland with an interesting one here. He asked ChatGPT, he said, everyone's asking why BTC is not going up with S&P 500 and gold break higher. We had these same conversations in summer 2020. Most have forgotten or were just not around back then. It's very true. It's very, very true, man. Sold all my stuff on Friday. I'm done. Brother, I feel you, man. I feel you. It's been a brutal market. We're losing a lot of good people along the way. Polaris XBT. Bitcoin on Bitfinex are longing. So whales on Bitfinex are longing Bitcoin. Accumulation continues. Whales are not waiting for BTC to drop farther. They've been accumulating consistently through the entire range. Okay. Usually the Bitfinex whales are pretty cued in on what the F is going on. Okay. You can see massive accumulations of longs into the market generally come before big moves to the upside for BTC price. You can see here massive long accumulations. Price ran October 24 from 60 to 100 something K. You can see similarly back March, April, longs piled in through the whole move down. Then Bitcoin moved from 70 to 126. Once again, they are piling into the move here. Okay. Interesting. Historically, this is where we're at, guys. I'm really going to read this. Okay. This is what's going on right now. Deal with it. Historically, every single supermoon ended up in an 11 to 18% daily gain for BTC. 21 out of 21 times recorded in history. Well, guys, you just have to make it till Wednesday. We got the supermoon coming, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Shit, we're into astrology now. Pulling today's straws, man. Anything we can get. Anything we can get, man. I've been patient for 5 years. Been brutal, man. Let's bet on the moon. Let's go to the moon. Buy the moon. Oh, yeah. Lark, what happened to XPL and Stable? They dumped a lot more than any altcoins out there. New altcoins went up massively, had a lot of holders and a lot of profit, have been slammed super hard. I mean, look, a lot of altcoins are risking off pretty heavily right now. I never got XPL or Stable. I think Stable, especially now the price is dumping even more, could be an interesting play if you're really into stable coins. My Athena bags are down big time too. So a lot of things have been hit pretty hard, guys. Bitcoin right now. Look at this. I want you to take a look at this chart and just absorb the information sitting in front of you. Okay. Really. Just look at this. Lark is getting delusional. Where'd it go? There it is. Lark is getting delusional. I've always been delusional. It's the only fucking way I can survive in this madhouse. Have you guys seen what the fuck is going on out there, man? You understand where we are in this effing market? Why do we do this to ourselves? You have to be mad to be here all the time. Okay? You have to be mad to risk life and limb in the savage altcoin jungle. If you're only holding Bitcoin, that's one thing. Okay? That's rational and sane. Anything beyond that, man, you need therapy. My therapy is coming here and doing live streams, guys. Anyway, we're now relying on astrology, man. It is one of those days. It is one of those days. Any hopium we can find. Where's Sue? Maybe because of the time zone. Daylight savings time. Why is anybody still doing daylight savings time? Maybe it's getting too early for her to get up for the streams. So where are you? But no, sleep in. So it's crazy. An hour earlier streams for y'all guys and things. Anyway, currently, where are my dice at? I don't have any dice here. I'm rolling the dice, baby. I'm rolling the dice. Bitcoin long in from $107,100 here. Come on. I'd say Daddy needs a new pair of shoes, but Daddy just needs to make back the money from getting stopped out last week. That's what Daddy needs this week. Let's see how we go. Solana, of course, that's just chilling there. My guess at some point during the next few weeks, just to punish me for not taking it that day that I had it was $100,000 in profit and just walking away with it. No, I couldn't do it. Gotta go to new all-time highs, don't I, Lark? Anyway, be funny if it gets like stopped out like to the penny and then it rips immediately thereafter. Just be one of those like karmic punishments for not taking profits at what was 100K in unrealized profit loss. Anyway, besides the point, still open. 160 is the stop loss, and it'll stop in profit. So it's got that going for it at least. If you want to join me trading over on BitUnix, guys, there's a link down below. We got a new month, we got a new promotion, and it's an absolute crazy promotion, guys. Look at this. So put in $1,000 bucks, get 200 back, $2,400, $5,700 cash money back. Plus, if you bring in you can see these crazy deals, man. $10,000, $1,000, $20,000, $2,000, $50,000, $5,000, $100,000. If you deposit $100,000, you get $10,000 cash back. That's crazy. This is the craziest deal I've seen yet. It's absolutely nuts. And you get a VIP 3 upgrade. You get cheap trading fees. There's a link down below. Go check it out. Get yourself over there. As you see, I do a lot of my futures trading over on BitUnix. These are my real trades that I do. Sometimes win, sometimes lose. It's all part of the game. No KYC, no VPN. Available to anyone, anywhere. That's you. Trade all the top coins, long rips, short the dips. You guys know what to do. Link down below. Go check it out. Okay, continuing. Blake A. Burge shared this. The smartest people I know have this in common. They change their minds often. It's not weakness or being wishy-washy or signs of flaky beliefs. It's proof that their ego doesn't outrate new information. The goal isn't to be right. It's to get it right. I feel like that's directly speaking to some of my altcoin bags recently where I'm just like, you know what? Let's be a little more flexible in some of these bags. I've got bags that I'm, say, higher conviction bags, like my Solana bag, right? Then there's other things at the fringes where I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's not really... things aren't working out, we'll flip it into something else. ETH fundamentals keep strengthening while the price lags. This will change soon too. It's in response to Joseph Young. Ethereum scaling at a rapid pace with ZK Sync, Atlas, ZK EVM, ZK Ethereum, parallel scaling. The Fusaka upgrade, which we're going to have a video coming on pretty soon, so you guys know everything going on with that. All this time while ETH layer 1 activity and active address is hitting a new all-time high. Tom Lee keeps fucking buying. Probably means ETH's doing something. No, silly. ETH charts look like this. Now, once again, where is the price at? Critical effing support. We are in a downtrend for basically everything in the market right now, okay? What have we had? Okay, we lost the EMAs here on the big crash on October 10th. Came back up, rejected at the underside of the EMAs. Rejected again at the underside of the EMAs. Rejected again on the EMAs. What has been interesting is that we have held support. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th test of support now. Okay. Now, the problem is imagine you drop a ball on the floor, bounces, a smaller bounce, a smaller bounce, and a smaller bounce, and a smaller bounce before it stops rolling. That's the problem here with all these support retests. Yeah, great. Support's very well established here in this $3,700 range. But man, bulls need to get their shit together, okay? Get us back with those EMAs, with some conviction, with some volume. Remember, we made a video about a month ago, I think a couple days after the crash, basically saying that on average it takes about 90 days to recover from a crash like that. Now, maybe we start seeing significant movement happen faster due to the TGA being drained and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that can get us moving faster, seasonality, November, December, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. But we have key support levels to watch here. This is one where we're currently at once again. If we lose the turn today here on ETH, things probably get worse before they get better, unfortunately. Bitwise, Solana ETF last week saw $417 million in inflows. Okay, that's the equivalent $2 billion for the first week of Ethereum trading, and that's the equivalent to, it's about 20x of that, isn't it? Gosh darn, that's a pretty big number. Be like 10 billion? It's 5x. Yeah, about $10 billion worth of Bitcoin in the first week. So this has been a very successful ETF launch, okay? Very, very successful as percentage of market cap numbers, right? Very successful market launch here for Solana ETFs, and launching at an absolutely dog shit time in the market when nobody wants to hear about this shit, man. That's interesting. I like it. Solana to the moon, just not today, because Solana also back here sitting at critical effing price support. Okay. If we get under $170 or $170 approximately, that is probably a problematic scenario. The fact we've bounced in this area 1, 2, 3, let's say about 4-ish. Fifth now retest down here into the support area. But again, downtrend in effect. High was back here in September. Okay. What have we had since then? Nothing good happening on Solana, but I've been accumulating. Okay. So we got our high here. Local high, not the all-time high at 253. And then, of course, what do we have? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low-ish. Well, not lower low will be down here. So far, holding support. So that's a good thing in the short term. Let's see if we can continue to hold support and bounce here. If there's going to be a spot where we bounce, it's going to be right effing here, okay? Bitcoin at key support, the 200-day EMA. ETH at key support. Solana at key support. Boom. This interesting Kairos research. Let me just get this guy's file here real quick. It's interesting Kairos research. In under 4 months, Pump.fun has now bought back 10% of their circulating supply. That's about $160 million spent on buybacks. This counts for roughly 3.5% of the total supply, which represents a higher amount of Pump supply than there is total on Binance. At the current price, Pump is said to buy back 33% of their entire circulating supply per year, 11.7% of total supply per year. Okay. Pump.fun holding the line currently. You can see his uptrend line right here. We bounced off it perfectly today. Right again at ICO price, man. Gosh darn it. ICO price was 004. You can see that's like literally where the price is right now. Fascinating. Fascinating. Now, if we do bounce from here, guess what? That is structurally not looking all that bad, because what do we have here? We have the breakout to higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Trend is changing in the right direction here. Now we need to watch for this triangle break. When it comes, now we're getting some structure built here into the price movement. A triangle break here could be very significant move for Pump. So watch for a break again of this top orange line. That's when the big move is going to happen. Until then, we are just messing around a little bit in a lot of chop. We're in very, very choppy, turbulent waters right now. And it's not a lot of fun to be trading in these kind of environments because you get your ass kicked all the time. Joshua says, I made the mistake of consolidating, so now mainly just Solana and Bitcoin. It blows my mind to think about selling my Solana for $1.75, but I've waited a couple weeks and it went down. Well, you know, Joshua, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I get it. Right now, markets have been shit. It makes sense to consolidate bags and stuff like that. I guess the question is how much faith do you have in the market right now and the tailwinds of the market and all that kind of stuff? Do you think that when the TGA reopens, that liquidity will actually come into crypto? That we're not just going to keep slow bleeding out as basically everybody says, fuck this crypto shit and moves on forever and they all just buy data center stocks? It's possible. Okay. Solana right now, again, at critical support. If that support breaks, maybe have some different information on hand to make decisions with. But yeah, depends on your average entry price. Maybe you're losing out at 175 as well. I get it. I get when to sell support. I get when to sell when the price is down like this. I understand that it's scary. Okay. Look, what's keeping me on focus right now is all the macro shit. The fact that the ISM PMI is about to go into expansion. The fact that they're lowering interest rates going to unfreeze the housing market. The fact we're getting a new Fed chief, the market's going to start pricing that in the next few months, especially once Trump announces who his pick is going to be. I'm sure we're very accommodative, very low interest rate regimes. Market's going to start front running that. We got the China deal. We got all this positive shit going on. Government's going to reopen. TGA is going to bring hundreds of billions of liquidity back into the market. Okay, that keeps me focused on what's going on in front of me right now. If we had a regime right now where things were actively changing in the wrong direction, right? Inflation starts soaring, rate hikes become back on the menu. I'd say, you know what, man? I guess I fucked up bad this cycle, and I'm going to get out and just lick my wounds, take what's left, and move on. There's still some nice profits in some places. Some of the altcoin bags are not doing so great, but some of them are still doing okay, which is fine, even at these prices. Anyway, that's what keeps me sane in the markets right now, looking at the big picture. All the tailwinds you mentioned could take up to 12 months to filter through the market, which also translates to the bottom of the bear market. True. I mean, things can take a little while to filter through the market, like the new Fed chair Trump's going to put in is not happening until May, right? But global liquidity keeps going up. Japan, People's Bank of China, all that stuff, they keep pumping money in. So these things are much more sooner impact. The TGA general, the Treasury general account, so that basically as soon as the government reopens, we can look at hundreds of billions of liquidity coming back into the market. Okay. Earnings have been generally pretty good for corporates over the last few weeks, which again, I know that what's good for the stock market is not necessarily good for the crypto market. But it'd be interesting to have all the positive tailwinds, continuing loosening financial conditions, rate cuts, all that kind of stuff, and the bear market just to start now and for prices to go down for the next year while stocks just rip. I mean, it's obviously possible. This is crypto. It has the way to punish everybody the maximum amount all the time. But I think to some extent, a bit of the panic on the timeline is a little bit overdone. Now we start losing some key, like the 50-week EMA for Bitcoin or something, then we have a different conversation in place. But that's for later us to worry about if it happens. Oh, my Pengu bags. RIP to my Pengu bags, man. Not looking great. All the lines are drawn on the chart. We just keep going down. Oh, you better pop. You better bounce soon, buddy. You better bounce soon. Little penguin man. Little penguin man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyway, continuing. Zcash keeps grinding up here in this ascending wedge. We have not had a major breakout beyond. We did have an attempt to break out above, but guess what? That got sold back down. It got to $450 though. Man, why did I not full port this thing when fucking Naval tweeted about it? Don't fade Naval, Robbie can't shills. That's a life lesson there, Lark. That also has ignited a bit of excitement in other privacy coins, by the way. Look at this. Dash. This is a coin, man. I don't know if any of you guys were around in 2017. Dash was the thing, man. It's the new PayPal, man. It's like the crypto thing, dude. And people were buying masternodes for $1 million plus at the top of the 2017 cycle. Downtrend since then has not been kind to this coin. You can see where the price has come up to in the last week. This weekly chart, by the way. So this is the peak price. $1,600. Now, with the increase in coins and stuff like that, price would need to go back to about $1,000 to equal the previous market cap. It would need to go to a new market cap high to reach a new all-time high unit price, okay? Listen to this guy and get racked. There you go. Like I said, I'm not here to offer financial advice. I'm here to give my opinions on what's going on, what I'm doing in the market, how I'm thinking about the market. You guys need to make your own decisions. That's what we're always talking about. I know sentiment gets really bad when the markets are down. I get it. Nobody likes it when markets are scary, when prices are going down, your bags are underwater. Man, I know. I've been here many times before. Okay? We'll be fine. Anyway, Dash, look at this. It's very interesting. Come right back up to this downtrend line. Now, Dash, gosh darn it. You know, Zcash, when it started pumping, I was like, Zcash, guys, really? This thing? This is what we're choosing? I guess. Again, don't fade Naval Ravikant, shills. That's your life lesson there, Lark. But this thing's gone from $17 to $85 in just a few months. Massive move, less than Zcash. I think the excitement for Dash is definitively much smaller than it used to be, obviously. But here's the deal, okay? Let's just try and look at it neutrally. What's the chart actually telling us? You need to break this line here. Let's say $100, okay? Weekly close at $100 or above, and this thing may actually be on course for a massive, massive breakout. The problemo right now, the RSI massively overbought at 82. It could be more overbought. It can always be more overbought. You can see last time that major overbought reading came in was back here, followed by a massive price correction, back here, followed by a massive price correction. So just, you know, if you're going long now, if you didn't get it back here, okay, at the start of September when everybody else started piling into private coins, if you didn't get it back here, going in now at this exact moment is relatively risky. You'd be better off waiting for it to go over $100 because that could be a real breakout moment, okay? Oh my gosh, we're 25 minutes. We got to finish this up here, guys. Oh, it's a couple more charts here. Beanie says, I got to hand it to the mega influencers. They even got Naval on board. They were able to make lemonade out of lemons with Zcash. It takes some next level mind control to 10x a pretty major dead coin that absolutely nobody cared about in the past 10 years. Litecoin next. Interesting conversation there. Litecoin next. Why Litecoin? Why Litecoin is something to pay attention to. It is the true Bitcoin alternative. Advantages over Bitcoin, 14 years of uninterrupted uptime, merge mining, boost security, fungible with privacy thanks to its Mimblewimble technology. Litecoin is actually a privacy coin, in case you didn't realize that. 45% of Bitcoin's actual users are being valued at 300x less. Fair distribution, robust proof of work. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, an LTC chart here. What did I do with it? I swear I had a Litecoin chart up here somewhere. I'll just put it on this one here. Here we go. Weekly charts here for Litecoin. The week of October 10th, we got back up to the key price resistance that's held the price back at $135. Literally for years now, we are back to the 200-week EMA. If ever there was a time to bid, it's at the 200-week EMA. It's also, if you lose here, trouble, okay? You can see on previous loss of the 200-week EMA, it takes big fat dumps real quick, okay? So we either are going to bounce here or taking a big fat dump, but the very interesting spot for a risk-reward play on Litecoin right now. Just got an ETF as well. Okay, continuing. Andrew Kang, Virtual's on a few crypto projects that's doing legitimate things in the robotics sector. They're co-invested with us on robotics deals, building a large open source robot training data collection system, developing a commerce protocol for autonomous machine economy. Okay, Systeme Research saying we're going to $40. Lark, you tired of winning yet? Oh, so tired of winning. So tired. Everyone's gonna be so tired of winning. It's gonna be great. Isn't this technically the last month of the 4-year cycle? Well, actually, if you believe in the 4-year cycle theory, then early October should have been the top. And we're done. It's over. And you can ignore everything else in the world, the global M2, the rate cuts, the quantitative tightening ending, the TGA, the credit cycle, the ISMP. I can ignore everything and just, well, 4-year cycle's up. Fuck it. Let's just dump everything for a year. Good. Anyway, I bid some virtuals at $1.40. We've so far come down to $1.42 today. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Come on, just a little bit further. It'll probably go like down to $1.40 and then like 96 cents or something. You just watch, man. Back from the dead, by the way. Fill my order. Back from the dead, by the way. AI16Z rebranding, and they're integrating X402 AI agent payment networks. They got 50,000 agents apparently ready to plug into their network. Bought a bag. You know, fuck it, bought a bag. Let's see what happens. Basically, at my entry currently, I'm willing to take a loss about 35% on this. If it drops under the bounce zone of the October 10th crash, I'm out. I'll take it and realize that I'm an idiot for investing in AI16 again. However, the current market cap, the big AI play of Solana, Maybe it's worth something. Fuck. Let's see. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Also, virtuals, come down and fill my entry, please. Guys, if you're not signed up to the news there yet, it's free. It's awesome. There's a link down below. We got trade updates. We got DGEM plays and prediction markets and stock updates and altcoin alpha and the news. It's a newsletter, stock reports, altcoin reports, and much, much more. Link down below. It's awesome. Go check it out. Okay. Let's do a Q&A session. Get your red light hat on, Lark. Let's go. Hydrate, guys. Hydrate. Okay. Life's thirsty work. Got a beautiful aquapana today. I swear, so much more the crispest waters. So watery. You know, sometimes you get like some waters like the heck is that Spanish one I was drinking for a while? It's like briny, man, just briny, salty water. It's just so crisp. Anyway, he didn't come here for water reviews. Charles Hoskinson said Cardano does not need stable coins. It desperately needs stable. It desperately needs anything to happen on Cardano. It's over, Lark. It is, mate. Let's see. I think there's going to be a small recovery before the actual tanking starts because I'm at the edge of panic, getting ready to just to sell it at a big loss. I keep reading the comments. The comment section does not help. Comment section tends to be a lot of noise. Everybody's panicking at key areas price support. Now, maybe we lose those supports. I think if BTC closes under the 50-week EMA, we can have some conversations about taking some fucking losses. It's not going to be fun, but okay. We'll have those chats then. Until then, again, I keep on point that the macro conditions are generally supportive of risk-taking in the market, which is why the fucking S&P 500 futures up 0.4% right now. Buy more stocks, Lark. Buy more stocks. Jeez Louise. Anyway, the comment section will fuck you up. Social media is a lot of noise. I'm looking at X a lot over the last few days. There's a lot of capitulation, a lot of extremely bearish sentiment on the timeline right now, which is interesting because we never really had extreme euphoria sentiment. We had a little bit of excitement back in December 2024, but we have not had any real euphoria in the market. This is the thing. If you were not around in 2021, for anybody who was not there, do you guys have any idea how stupid it was? Like Chamath doing like regular SPACs, extracting hundreds of millions from the market, NFTs of pictures of apes going for like a fucking picture of an ape going for $1 million, man. Like just DeFi summer, everyone's making stupid money. Put a little, I'll put a few ETH over here for liquidity. Oh, I got like $10,000 back. That's great. Stupid stuff. ICOs were going crazy, and every ICO that came out was like 100x. It was nuts. We have not had any of that kind of wild risk taking in the market this time around. There's been some stuff, I know, like meme coins and stuff, but it's been very isolated to little niches at different times. Anyway, Trump family messed crypto up this cycle. They've definitely extracted big time, but it's Trump. Of course, he's always going to extract. It's literally what he does. But my guess is that him and his boys have also got a lot at stake here, and they're not going to settle with just extracting $1 billion. They want to extract 10 billion. They want to extract 20 billion. Getting into crypto is going to be literally the #1 thing that makes Trump all of his money in his lifetime. Okay, he had what, $6-8 billion net worth beforehand. Trump's going to make 10 billion off of crypto. It's going to be crazy. Double his net worth with crypto. So they're going to keep it going. Don't worry. The crazy train's going to keep running. Does it mean it's going to keep running immediately in the next 5 seconds? No, but you have to look at the big picture here, guys, and survive the crazy shit. All right. Lark, why don't you accept your fate and accept that we are in a bear market, says Robbie. Robbie, I've laid out the case many times already in this video. I have invalidation points for the market. Okay, I understand the altcoins are fucked. And if you've been holding a lot of altcoin bags, you're probably in extreme pain right now. There's no real getting over that. The altcoin trade has been a losing trade. The layer 1 trade has been a losing trade. Meme coins are fucked currently, and on and on and on. I get it. Bitcoin's still over $100,000. If we lose the 50-week EMA, we can have a conversation. Okay, then it might be time to start considering, as painful as it may be, just cutting some losses. If that happens, we'll talk about it. But with all the macro lining up the way that it is, it's hard for me to look at it and go, oh yeah, this is the kind of situation where crypto is just magically going to enter into a bear market. Okay, we don't need to go back over all the details. We've talked about 2 or 3 times already in this video. Okay, I get that prices going down on stuff is scary. I understand. I'm here too. I see it. I see the sentiment. I see you guys' comments. I understand what's going on, okay? Get the fuck out. Everything is collapsing. At what point do you just give up on your coins? Yes, here we go. Here we go. Alt capitulation everywhere. It's a buy signal. Do you believe everything you're told or everything you hear? No one should. I thought the bull run was going to last, still going to going last year, so I held my mistake. It's been hard to believe in anything. This cycle is done. Definitely the cycle is believe in nothing. Redtober, Doomvember, Rectsember. I like it. I like it. My entire net worth is in Pepe, my man. My man likes taking risks. Oh my God. Sue, what's up? Nice to see you. Good morning. Good times to buy. Crypto bubble bursted. You say the crypto bubble bursted. I mean, if you just mean crypto is going to go to zero, not really that much happened this cycle. I know people, yeah, but like Bitcoin's up like 6x since the bottom of the bear market. Yeah, okay, and fair enough. Yeah, sure. A lot of OGs been cashing out. You know, guys who bought for $100, they're selling for 100,000. Congratulations, dudes. That's crazy. Okay. But the crypto bubble has not burst. Crypto bubble is always bursting and blowing up at the same time. Okay. This is the thing to keep in mind. There's always new narratives popping up. There's always new places to speculate. Always new things happening. Don't leave us in the dark, Lavis. Dark Lavis. How are we in a bear market when stocks are at all-time highs? Look, a lot of altcoins are in bear market, right? Look at some valuations of these things. Look at the charts on these things. Are very obvious downtrends. Doesn't mean they're all going to go to zero. But a lot of like the meme coins that were big a year ago are literally going to zero if they haven't already. Okay, most of those will not come back when adequate risk on attitudes come back. When adequate liquidity comes back into the market, some of the bigger meme coins, like Fart Coin or Dog with Hat and Penguin, stuff like that, Pepe will probably make pretty big moves. Until then, pain, right? 1010 hurt a lot of people, and it's still leaving us with a lot of trauma in the market. Okay, I understand. Stocks are at all-time highs, and there'll be big pullbacks on the stock market without a doubt. But we're entering literally seasonality-wise into the best possible months for the stock market. Maybe that's part of the problem too. Why the fuck would you buy crypto when you could go buy stocks? You actually own something then. We need the government to open ASAP. We do, man. The sooner they open up the U.S. government, the sooner the TGA can start getting drained and hundreds of billions of liquidity will start flowing back into the market. Okay? When is Solana going to give a crap about the Solana ETFs? We need market conditions to improve. You can't expect for Solana to go and have a massive run with the rest of the market being the way it is. But when markets start to put in some more positive structure, then I think you'll see Solana ETFs have a big positive impact, because I think those will be quite popular once people start paying a little more attention to crypto. Where's the money, Lebowski? Great movie. I wish I would have learned about stop losses sooner. Trade deal, government open, 5 November. Super moon, baby. Super moon. Sell all of your altcoins, just buy Bitcoin and stocks, bros. Certainly, I think there's one thing to be said about the crypto altcoin market, is that a lot of people probably shouldn't really be investing in most altcoins, and that a lot of altcoins are not really investable. They're speculative. You can speculate on them. Like I've said before, there's maybe 100 investable assets in crypto, and the 100 number is probably relatively generous. Speculation, that's a different conversation. There's a lot of shit we can speculate on when the narrative's right, and we often do. Joe says, Lark, I love you, but it's over. It's very interesting sentiment right now. I appreciate you guys. I really do. We have a dead cat bounce coming, but that's it, says Joe. Well, let's watch the volume on the next bounce. Let's watch structure. We nearly launched a Sue meme coin in your memory. When do you think the government will reopen? I have no idea. Man, they better do it soon. The sooner the government reopens, the sooner liquidity flows back into the market. Except for Bitcoin, crypto is dead for this risky market with no logic. Again, there's most of the assets are uninvestable. We don't need 100 layer 1 blockchains. We don't need 100 layer 2 blockchains. We don't need 1,000 DeFi protocols. We don't need 100 stable coins. Okay? Doesn't mean crypto's dead, except Bitcoin. We still have a lot of great narratives. We still have a lot of great things happening in these markets. We also have a lot of bullshit. That's the problem. Prior to, yes, Jim, yes. Prior to last cycle mooning, everybody had the same bearish sentiment. It's only a matter if you're packing a pair of or not. Are we in max fear yet? Man, from the comment section today, it feels like it. Jeez Louise. Let's price Bitcoin right now, 1077. Let's put it up in the background here while we're talking. Look at this. Look where we are. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Lark, if Bitcoin can't pump after so much good news, then what will make it pump? Time. Buyers have not run out. We have not run out of buyers. We still have people buying Bitcoin ETFs. We still have all kinds of stuff going on. OGs are cashing out, sure, but that's just transferring the Bitcoin from one hand to another. Okay, we still have a lot of very bullish things happening in the broader markets right now. And all it takes is one good pump. That's the great thing. The best technology, pumping. All we need is one good pump, man. And everybody's going to be right back on here in the chat saying we're all geniuses and we're going to get rich forever. Okay. Max positive. Daily close above 115 and we go full bull. I agree. We're not that far away from the potential for a major reversal in the market. Problem is, we're also not that far away from shit getting real bad, right? Again, 50-week EMA is at about $100,000 right now. You put a weekly close under there, it's problematic, okay? Part of the reason the government is closed is because of the Clarity Act. The market doesn't want it. It provides clarity about how market makers can manipulate. They don't want to pass till the move. Interesting. They have to be back soon or they'll have to start shutting down government housing, and that would enrage public, so I'll give it a week. Won't be much longer. They can't keep it closed for much longer. That's the thing. Oh, interesting. Lark, opening up my portfolio to find the miners pumping. Nice. Those that are positioned for AI compute and HPC, something positive. I dig it, man. I dig it. I haven't looked actually at miners today. We're looking pre-market for Clean Spark around 18 bucks. Not bad. Thought I might buy some more some AMD or Qualcomm or Clean Spark today. I should put those charts up. I'm looking at them. Clean Spark here at the 20-day EMA. Kind of in a downtrend right now, but let's see. Let's see if that lasts or not. Anyway, might add some more of that bag. I think it's a decent, considering their big move now into AI. It's a decent opportunity, in my opinion. That's why I bought some stocks. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. You know, that's not what we do around here. If you want to see what stocks I own, what crypto I own, as well as to understand how fucking risky investing in crypto is, then you can lose all your money and past performance not equate to future return. And there's a portfolio and disclosure statement right down there in the YouTube description and on the pinned comment over on X, as always. Qualcomm. This is a very interesting chart here from Qualcomm. Obviously had this big run on the news that they're going to start doing AI chips to compete with NVIDIA. And they are at 1/25th the market cap, by the way. Just going to put that out there. Very interesting on this recent move because we had this huge pump on that news. Okay, it went from 160 to 205, pulled back significantly. Now look where it is. right here, bounced off of this level 177, which was resistance, 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 support, resistance, and resistance. This would be an epic multi-year flip of resistance into support. Not bad, right? AMD feels like it could come back down at least to the 20-day EMA here. Give us some entries, maybe around 230 or something like that. Anyway, continuing. John Cena says, never give up. John. Also remember the last same sentiment. I also remember the same sentiment last cycles bleed down frog in a pot of water. Hold tight. 1.2% of the world's population owns Bitcoin. In 3 weeks. No, you were scared. It's over. No shakeouts. Every deep dip will keep dipping. John saying it's also retiring. Man, the man has done his duty, man. YouTube doing 3 ads now. Or do they run ads during the live stream? I thought maybe only on the replay of the live stream. Interesting shit. One of the best investments you could make is spending $15 or $20 a month, where the hell it costs to get YouTube Premium. Never see ads ever again. No, guys, seriously, go get YouTube Premium. I've had it for years. It's amazing. Anytime I end up watching some YouTube, like randomly, I don't know, wherever, and it's not on Premium, like, oh my God, that's right. They play ads on YouTube. Holy shit. Premium. It's awesome. It's awesome, guys. How much could Solana retrace in a bear market? Like, how much pain would I have to take if I held my coins? Well, let's say that a 75 to 80% drawdown for something like Solana, based on previous historical trends, is not unheard of. So if the top was $300 and it's never going to go above that for the rest of the cycle, then what are you looking at? You're looking at $100 to $75 Solana, something like that. $75 to $100 Solana. Does that happen? Don't know. But if Solana, if this is not the end, and we do go higher, then next target's $440. Like I said, guys, put your money on the table. Do you think it's over? You don't have to be here. Do you think we're going to go up? Relax. You'll do one or two more. Iron Energy, my God. Yeah, I've only got a little bit of that stock. Probably should have bought more. Let me see here. Oh yeah, pre-markets. Damn, it is ripping in pre-markets. Yeah, should have bought more, Lark. Oh my God. $60 currently. Pre-markets put in at 73 effing dollars. New all-time high areas. You know. Message my bro. Some of my stocks I buy on my personal investing app. Some of the stocks I buy by my broker. It's complicated. Anyway, I messaged my broker the other day. It's like, hey, buy some Iris Energy stocks. Iron, whatever. And they're like, Bloomberg saying it's a little bit overheated right now. Maybe you should wait. And I was like, I'll just buy a little bit on my personal investing app and I'll put a few K in it versus like a much bigger position. Should have listened to myself, not the Bloomberg terminal. Oh, well. Anyway, say la vie. Say la vie. Never buy altcoins. Gosh, certainly feels like it, doesn't it? I'm not bearish until sub 91 BTC. I have not held Brett in a long time. Not sure if it was talked about, but anyone hear of MEXC going under, offering crazy APYs, staking USDT like 600%? There was a lot of drama recently around MEXC, and they had some traders' money that they locked up for a long time, and he went public with it, and became this huge scandal on social media. So I don't know. Yeah, those APYs, maybe that's the thing. Something like a 600% APY for USDT would be like the max you can put in is like $100, and it's for like a 1 week staking period where they, give you back $10 or some shit during that time or whatever. I don't know. Usually those deals are not what they say they are. Plus, with the current situation going on, there's a lot of other exchange options, guys. BitUnix, Femex, Bybit, Oh my gosh, up to 50 minutes. We should really get out of here. Just tuning in. What do I need to know? Lots of TLDR, lots of good macro shit. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana at critical levels of price support. US stock futures ripping. I remain optimistic despite the negative sentiment in the comment section today. This is bear market. Seems beginning of every month we go down. Oh yeah, sometimes the live stream stops and ads run. Didn't know that. I don't watch my own live streams, right? So I don't know. Lark, I see you have Qualcomm in your portfolio. Good choice. Like I've said, not trying to spam, but HGraph is worth a look. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you very much. Use Brave Browser, also good. Brave Browser is also great. YouTube Premium. Seriously, check it out. The market survived FTX. That's right. Yeah, I think about what we're surviving. It will survive. I know there's a big leverage flush a few weeks ago. I'm not going to diminish that. A lot of people got hurt. But really right now, we're just in sort of the post-trauma situation where people are like, shit was really bad. And now like, fuck. Stocks keep ripping. Financial conditions are only getting looser, and they're set to get only looser. I know it's painful. I know it's frustrating. I'm here every fucking day with you guys. I get it. Like the positive vibes. Let's go. Thinking about smoking some of Lark's hopium. Got the best, man. Some good old-fashioned hopium, huh? Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure and an honor as always. I appreciate your time. You're awesome. Stay positive, okay? We're going to be okay. I'll see you next time. Peace.